About how K-pop artists to Oscar-winning films, Korean culture has been making a name for itself around the world in the last couple of years.
Finally, the food. It's all day back.
There's something about the way it looks as well. Just managed to come up with an image that is just immediately magnetic.
안녕하세요, 원다입니다. 다른 나라에서는 반년 이상 걸리는 것을 일주일 만에 끝낸다. 다른 나라보다 10분의 1의 비용을 쓰고도 최고 품질의 작품을 만들어낸다. 이 두 문장은 지난 28일 월스트리트 저널에 등장한 표현입니다. 도대체 월스트리트 저널이 어느 나라 이야기를 하고 있길래 이런 묘사를 한 것일까요? 이 두 표현은 지난 28일 월스트리트 저널의 차기 오징어 게임을 찾아서 한국 TV쇼를 놓고 전쟁 중인 스트리밍 서비스들이라는 제목의 기사에 등장한 표현입니다. 월스트리트 저널은 K-드라마 오징어 게임이 대성공을 거둔 이후 한국 콘텐츠를 둘러싼 세계 스트리밍 업계의 쟁탈전이 치열하다고 보도했는데요. 이는 오징어 게임을 계기로 한국의 콘텐츠가 글로벌 시장에서 제대로 통한다는 공식이 자리매김했기 때문이라고 평가했습니다. 또한 업계 관계자들이 하나같이 한국 콘텐츠가 다양한 시청자를 끌어들여 스트리밍 플랫폼 가입자를 늘리는데 핵심적 구실을 한다 라고 입을 모으고 있음을 보도했는데요. 월스트리트 저널의 보도처럼 한국 콘텐츠의 세계적 활약은 눈부실 정도입니다. 오징어 게임은 넷플릭스에서 전 세계에서 가장 많이 시청한 프로그램 자리에 올랐었으며 지난달 공개된 지옥도 글로벌 순위 1위에 오르기도 했습니다. 한국의 실패작이라며 외신들로부터 있던 혹평을 받고 있는 고요의 바다 또한 현재 전 세계 조회수 3위를 기록하며 선방 중이죠. 게다가 넷플릭스 사용자들이 가장 많이 시청한 비영어 프로그램 톱6 가운데 4편이 한국 작품입니다. 이러한 한국 콘텐츠의 성공에 넷플릭스 경쟁사들이 잇따라 한국 콘텐츠 잡기에 나섰는데요. 특히 세계 스트리밍 업계에서 한국 콘텐츠를 보며 가장 놀라워하고 있는 부분이 적은 비용으로 품질 높은 작품을 만들어내는 능력이라고 합니다. 사실 지금껏 한국 콘텐츠의 제작비는 할리우드 콘텐츠 제작비의 10분의 1 수준이었는데요. 이렇게 적은 비용에 최고 품질의 작품을 뽑아낸다는 것은 곧 한국 연예산업 관계자들의 희생이 숨어 있음을 나타내기도 하지만 그만큼 창의적이고 한국만의 특별한 무엇이 있음을 의미하기도 합니다. 업계 관계자에 의하면 이 적은 비용에는 한국인 특유의 속성인 빨리빨리 문화도 한몫했다고 하니 다른 나라와 다른 확실한 강점이 한국인들에게 있음이 틀림없습니다. 지옥을 연출한 연상호 감독은 한국의 빠른 의사결정 속도가 드라마 등 콘텐츠 개발에 도움이 되고 있다고 밝히며 한국에서는 신작 프로젝트 승인까지 빠르면 일주일 정도이지만 다른 나라는 반년 이상 걸린다고 앞서 말했었죠. 이런 한국만이 가진 여러 가지 강점과 매력, 그리고 흥행몰이 보증수표라는 인식이 확산되면서 세계 스트리밍 업계는 잇따라 한국 시장에 뛰어들고 있는데요. 애플 TV 플러스와 디즈니 플러스가 최근 한국에 진출해 한국어 콘텐츠 확보에 열을 올리고 있는 가운데 HBO 맥스가 한국에서 일할 직원 채용에 나서는 등 사실상 한국 시장 진출 가능성을 타진했다는 것이 월스트리트 저널의 분석입니다. 이렇게 한국 콘텐츠들이 세계를 장악하자 현재 영국 BBC, 미국 블룸버그, 호주 프로젝트 방송 등 서구 언론들이 전 세계적 한류 현상에 대해 집중 조명하고 있습니다. 함께 보시죠.
About how K-pop artists to Oscar-winning films, Korean culture has been making a name for itself around the world in the last couple of years. Now, that success has been recognized in the pages of the Oxford English Dictionary. The OED, which is widely seen as the accepted authority on the English language, has added 26 new words of Korean origin to its latest edition. Hallyu, which ironically enough means the rising interest in South Korea and its culture and entertainment. Japchae, a popular Korean dish of cellophane noodles made from sweet potato starch, stir-fried with vegetables and other ingredients. And if you're a fan of Squid Game, you'll probably know this one by now. K-drama, a television series in the Korean language and produced in South Korea. If you've ever seen someone online eating huge amounts of food while commentating on what they're doing, well, that's known as a mukbang.
South Korea is having a moment. Between the Netflix show Squid Game, the chart-topping boy band BTS, and the Oscar-winning film Parasite, its culture suddenly seems to be everywhere. Squid Game is a massive hit for Netflix. It got 111 million views in its first month alone. It's also an example of what is known as Hallyu. That's the Korean cultural wave that seems to be enveloping the world at the moment. There's Parasite, the picture that won Best Movie at the Oscars last year. There's BTS, the massively popular boy band. And whenever people talk about Hallyu, they often, quite close behind, talk about Korean soft power. Now, soft power is different from hard power. Hard power is where you literally force a country to do what you want by perhaps invading them. Soft power is more subtle. It's a way of demonstrating the benefits of your society, of your cultural values and your political values. Back in 1990, when the Harvard academic Joseph Nye coined the term soft power, he wrote that if a nation's culture and ideology are attractive, others will more willingly follow. It's about showing that your system of government, your social and democratic values are appealing, and therefore hoping that that co-opts others into supporting the goals that you have.
South Korean culture is having a moment. Actually, no, wait, it's not. To all the analysis about Squid Game and South Korean soft power, please. It's been having this moment for the last few years globally and for about a decade in Asia. In 2020, the revenue for South Korea's content industry was $107 billion. But it touches on a lot more than just movie ticket sales and K-pop album revenues. I asked my colleague Jiyeon Lee on what these ripple effects were.
The content industry by itself is still small, but it's growing. And if we look at the size, as of now, it's bigger than household appliances, which is one of Korea's key export items. It's been one of the fastest rising sectors within the economy. And Netflix recently released a report where it said it helped create 16,000 full-time jobs within Korea over the past 5 years. For many, many years, Korea's goal has been to attract more foreign tourists. The popularity of Korean stars, Korean idols, and Korean shows and dramas, and also products have played a huge role in attracting more people into the country.
Not only that, but there's also been a surge of people studying Hangul, or the Korean language.
Last year was the second fastest growing language. Is really impressive. Something else that is really impressive about Korean learners is that they are located all over the world. So Korean reached the #1 spot in a number of countries in Southeast Asia in 2020, but it's also one of the fastest growing languages in Brazil and Mexico. It's the 5th fastest growing language in the US. And I think this speaks to, again, like the diversity of learners who are really interested in Korean. This isn't a passing fad, a trend that is particular to a certain country or a certain culture. We know that a lot of our Korean learners are younger, that Gen Z is driving a lot of these language learning trends when it comes to overall interest for Korean as well.
The Hallyu wave has simply reached all shores.
If you like searching Netflix for something new to watch, you've probably found a very innovative, often shocking program from South Korea.
And that giant doll that terrorized players on screen is a pop culture sensation. From Mexico to Moscow, the Squid Game phenomenon is everywhere.
Whether you're hooked on Squid Game, bopping to BTS, or mesmerised by mukbang, South Korean culture has captured our attention. And there's a word for the global phenomenon, Hallyu, aka the K-wave.
Hallyu emerged about 20 years ago. At first, it just included the first generation of K-pop, but now Hallyu has expanded to include Korean drama, games, and webtoon.
There's officially more than 100 million Hallyu fans worldwide. K-culture is so popular, the Oxford Dictionary has just added 26 Korean words to its latest edition, from bulgogi to tangsu-do, and it's Daebak.
As a Korean, I'm very happy by the news.
I am actually a fan of BTS myself. They're not just innovative, exciting performers, but they're also these supports. They give us a lot of meaning, they give us a lot of joy. And fans here in Australia constantly are telling me that, you know, BTS has saved their lives. Each member has a specific role, and those roles are designed to connect with the desires of the fans themselves.
K-pop's popularity has also sparked interest in Korean cinema. After decades of being excluded from Hollywood, East Asians are finally being recognised.
Parasite.
Not to mention the boom in South Korean TV shows or K-drama. Most notable, Squid Game.
It touches on these global issues through a Korean perspective.
Finally, the food. It's all Daebak! But there's one snack that serves as the ultimate proof of Korea's global influence. Chips on a stick.
잘 먹겠습니다.
That's right. The food truck staple began as Korean street food. There's no denying Hallyu has taken over the world, and K-culture is here to stay. Mukbang and all. Stay back. Really tapped into something, haven't they?
Oh, I love it. I'm here for it.
There's something about the way it looks as well. So take, for example, even the stuff that we don't think of as Korean, like Masked Singer. That's a Korean idea, which we've then formatted. They've just managed to come up with an image that is just immediately magnetic.
스튜디오 드래곤에 따르면 앞서 3분기 글로벌 플랫폼에 대한 스트리밍 콘텐츠 판매 가격이 전년 동기보다 24% 올랐다고 합니다. 이렇게 한국 콘텐츠의 몸값은 점점 상승하고 있으며 앞으로 그 몸값은 점점 더 높아질 것으로 예측되고 있습니다. 또한 한국 기업 CJ E&M이 굵직굵직한 글로벌 업체들과 동맹 전선을 구축하면서 글로벌 OTT 시장에 뛰어든 만큼 K 콘텐츠가 더욱더 가파르게 세계로 확산될 것이며 그저 콘텐츠만 만들어 수출하는 것으로 그치는 것이 아니라 한국이 글로벌 콘텐츠 유통 채널의 강자로도 떠오를 것이라는 것이 미국 뉴욕타임스, 포브스 등 주요 외신들의 진단입니다. 뭐든지 빨리빨리 그러면서도 완벽하게 처리해내는 한국인들의 특성과 지겹고 불편한 것은 그대로 못 보고 바로바로 해결해야 하는 한국인들의 특성이 잘 맞물려져 한국은 월트 디즈니의 아시아 태평양 회장 루크강의 말처럼 글로벌 콘텐츠의 강국이 될 것입니다. 여러분의 생각은 어떠신가요? 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 원다였습니다.